I have another story from a man this time around. It says women are devil. Let me tell you about my ex-wife. Oye was and still a very beautiful woman, but a beautiful woman who doesn't give her husband peace. Nagging all the time soon becomes ugly. Oye took after her mother. I didn't know all this until we got married, and it started with arguments leading to showdowns, leading to occasional slaps. Yes, slaps. I remember reporting the slap episodes to my mother-in-law twice, and she said her exact words, "What is in a slap?" Hello, you're welcome to Life Stories with Bussy. My name is Busola Daily David. I just want to say thank you again for always being there every Friday, for always being my companion, for all the people who comment, people who like the videos, people who refer, people who have subscribed, everybody who talk back to me on my WhatsApp, on Instagram, on Facebook. All this encourages us to do more videos, and I can tell you, you're touching lives because people are watching and people are taking points down, and I have gotten a couple of feedback about things that people have picked from this program and how it has helped them to shape their lives. So I'm really excited that we're touching people's lives, and you're doing that with me. I really want to appreciate that. Don't forget that City Buildings is still selling plot of land in City Gardens 2.0 in Ekpe. You can pick up their numbers on the screen, and make your inquiries. They are affordable plots of land, and in no time, in some years to come, they are great investment opportunities. Okay, so today I have another story from a man this time around. It says, "Hello, Bussy, I like your show. Typically, women are the ones who write in most of the time. Of course, they report their husbands and boyfriends, and the men are vilified, but some women are devil." Isn't that too strong? Let me tell you about my ex-wife. That's just one side of the story. But I hope one day your wife will write in and tell us a side of the story. But this is your own story. See, women, no one can fully understand them or how they think. Most men are easy to satisfy. Emphasis on most men. I believe the first thing men want is peace of mind. You can't say that about other men. You, in particular, you want peace of mind. I met Oye, my wife, in university. Oye was and still a very beautiful woman, but a beautiful woman who has lots of problems and doesn't give her husband peace. Nagging all the time soon becomes ugly. No matter how the man tries, men get tired and frustrated too. A lot of men suffer domestic violence and emotional abuse from their partners. But the society expects them to be strong, forgetting that it's blood that flows through our veins. That's true. Ola was a beautiful woman without character. I didn't know that initially, or maybe I excused it for being bold, and I encouraged her until it became the same thing that destroyed everything. I knew her mother was a third wife to a very wealthy industrialist, and though she caught the impression of a very courteous, sweet lady, she was a very cantankerous woman. Oye's mother was the one always causing fights and squabbles in their household. So Oye took after her mother. I didn't know all this until we got married, and it started with arguments leading to showdowns, leading to occasional slaps. Yes, slaps. Wow. Hey, I remember reporting the slap episodes to my mother-in-law twice, and she said her exact words, "What is in a slap?" Hey! So I stopped reporting. I never raised my hands at Oye because I'd been taught not to raise my hands at women. That's a good one. Well done. At a point, I was working with our father, and truthfully, the old man is a great man. I learned a lot from him, but I also knew I needed to leave that setup because it was breeding a lot of disrespect from my wife especially. Anyway, I moved on. My wife, who was a dove, had become a tigress. Trust me, I love when women have their opinion and can freely express themselves, but not to the point of outright rudeness. My wife did all sorts, and I kept living with it, using work as a filler. I stayed late in the office just to avoid her trouble. Our sex life was always non-existent. Our children were in school. We didn't do things together. We're like two strangers living together. We went to different destinations for vacations. Then I got a new job in a management position, and it was just the kind of job I needed at that time. Now, there was a young lady I saw in the office who happened to live in the same area with us. For like 2 weeks or so, she had issues with her car. Since she stayed 2 streets away, I offered to be picking and dropping her. I told my wife this because I didn't want any trouble. She pretended as if it was nothing. Then one day, there was a lot of commotions in the office, and I was called to come in. Lo and behold, it was my wife who had come to create a scene in the office. She said she came to warn the young girl off me. She had slapped the girl and attacked her, tearing the girl's dress. I was so embarrassed. I was able to bundle her into my car and told my driver to drive us home. You should have seen how she insulted me in that car. She talked to my parents and siblings, and there was no name she didn't call all of us. It was so embarrassing that day. At the time, the driver had to beg me that he wanted to disembark from the car. He said he couldn't bear it any longer. I allowed the driver. I recorded everything she said. I was just tired. I just wanted to run away from her. When we got home, I just went into my room and tried to sleep. She kept ranting until she joined our women's prayer group meeting online. That for me was laughable. Yeah, I'm laughing too. How someone can switch from insulting someone to prayer in a split second baffled me. I must have fallen asleep because I was woken up by my belt on my body. My wife was actually belting me in my sleep. Madam. I got up and gave her the beating of her life. The first and the final time I had laid my hands on her. At that point, I was done. I wasn't proud I beat her. But for once, she saw the animal and the monster she had created in action. I left and I haven't looked back. I just want my peace and sanity intact. I don't want to be run mad by a woman in the name of marriage and love. This story is true. I kind of just feel that sometimes we women will overdo things. First of all, you go to your husband's office. That one is a no-no. What are you looking for in your husband's office? You embarrass him. A new place where he just got a job there. I mean, if you want to attack the lady, which I don't think is even necessary, you want to attack a lady stays 2 streets away from you. So why would you go to their office to go and slap the lady and tear her clothes? Come on. Sometimes we overdo these things, women. And then you will beat him when he's sleeping. Who does that? Do you know that your husband can even go into a shock? Come on, that's so not right. And the mother was even saying, what's in a slap? There's plenty things in a slap, plenty things. You know, Yoruba people saying, what is not good is not good. Let us tell the truth. This is not a good one. And I mean, nobody should do this. I kind of always tell people that women are very strong and that they have power. But women don't use that power very well. There are ways that you can get your husband to do your bidding. I know. But I apologize on behalf of this woman. That doesn't represent all women. Yeah, I know that women have issues, men have issues. I think that's just a general thing, but it's not just something that is just women alone. I mean, there are good women out there who are also married to horrible men. So it's neither here nor there. But I mean, in this case of emotional abuse, domestic violence, I think we should just let it rest. There are better ways to deal with your spouses. Let it rest. Guys, what do you think? Let's meet in the comment section and let's discuss this. So next time when I come your way again, my name remains Busola Jelly David. Bye. Before you leave, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you.